I will show you how to make the smooth TikTok captions in Premiere Pro. So you probably already have created captions for your video, but we need to convert them to add effects to them. So select all the text in the timeline, then go to the top left to graphics and titles, and then select upgrade caption to graphic. Now to create a smooth look on the text, we need to go to the effects panel and search morph. Then drag the morph cut transition in between the first and the second text layer. Now double click on the transition and then set the duration to 5 frames and then click on OK. Now to paste this transition to all the text tracks, we can first select the morph transition and then press Ctrl and C to copy it. Now hold Ctrl while dragging your mouse and select all the text layers in the timeline, and then press Ctrl and V to paste the transitions. And it may take a while for Premiere to analyze all the transitions, but once it's finished, we have this smooth transition in between the text layers. Now to make it even smoother, we're going to add some blur to it, but for that we need an adjustment layer. So go to the project panel and click on new item, and then select adjustment layer and click on OK. Now drag the adjustment layer above the text and make sure it has the same duration as the text. And to make it even smoother, we need to go to the effects panel and search directional blur, and then apply the directional blur effect to the adjustment layer. Now align the blade with the morph cut like this. With the adjustment layer selected, go to effects controls and click on the stopwatch next to blur length to create a keyframe, and also set the direction to 90 degrees. Now align the blade with the cut and then set the blur length to around 15 so we get this blur. And last but not least, align your blade with the end of the transition and set the blur length back to 0 by clicking on this button. And so we don't have to do this manually anymore, we can simply select the keyframes and copy them by pressing Ctrl and C. Then move to the start of the next transition, then click inside the effect control window and paste the keyframes by pressing Ctrl and V. Then move to the next transition and paste the keyframes, and do this on every single transition throughout the clip. And we have now created this smooth text effect, and because we're going to apply some effects to everything that we've created, we need to nest everything. So select the adjustment layer and the text, and then right click and select nest and click on OK. Now to get this wavy look on the text, we can go to the effects panel and search wave warp, and then apply the effect to the nested layer. And in effects controls, set the wave height to 2 or whatever you like, and also set the wave width to a high number such as 300. And we have now created this wavy look on our text. And if you want to speed it up, we can simply increase the wave speed in effects controls. Now for the next step, we need to make the text move randomly around. So move to the start of the nested layer and click on the stopwatch next to position to create a keyframe. Then move forward 20 frames by holding shift and then pressing the right arrow key 4 times. And now make small random adjustments to the position value, and you can hold Ctrl while dragging to make small changes. Now move forward 20 frames again and make small random movements. Then move forward 20 frames and repeat this process until you have created around 10 keyframes or so. And then you can select all of them and copy them by pressing Ctrl and C. And then make sure you're on the last keyframe, and then move forward 20 frames again and paste the keyframes by pressing Ctrl and V. And we have now this effect on our text. Now for the last effect, we're gonna add some glow. So hold Alt or Option on Mac and drag the nested layer up one track. Now go to the effects panel and search Gaussian blur and apply the effect to the top layer. And in effects controls, increase the blurriness to around 70 until we get this look. And under opacity, change the blend mode to screen or pin light. Simply choose the one you prefer. And this is the final text effect. Subscribe.